Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we have just declared war on the Templar Directors. We're working on cleaning up the galaxy a bit, in particular their lag issue, and to that end, we are attacking the Templar and ending, at long last, the war in heaven, which has been still raging between them and the Galactic Entente this whole time. When did that war start? It doesn't actually say on this screen, so I don't think we can actually see them. But we are ready to engage this. We have two fleets here. So we are going to send both fleets into here right now, although we need to tick forward 2 days so that they do that and open their borders to us. There we go. And now in we go with these guys as well. We're going to leave our armies and our juggernaut behind as a bit of a supply chain. Now, I do see that these systems over here are partially occupied by them, but we have this fleet ready to come in here. There we go. Oh, the Templar do have territory off over here, too, that we are actually not able to get to. Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll come back to us. So, let's go in. They were, I think, not prepared for us to declare on them. So it looks like it's mostly going to be this up over here that's going to be potentially problematic. The Galactic Entente, unless they open our borders, though, or unless they open their borders to us, we're not going to be able to help them. So they're going to be on their own. That said, I think with us occupying this territory over here, they're not going to have any problems wiping this out. That's my theory, anyway. Now, this base here, I'd like to downgrade. It's still apparently engaged in combat. I'm not sure I agree with this, but it's because it won't start repairing for a few days. I wish we could open borders and go attack this area. But they don't seem to be interested. So we have successfully attacked over here. And it looks like we can just assault over here. So let's bring our armies in. All of these can just group up, like so, and come land over here. And now we can just push these fleets forward this direction. We're not going to be fighting these Templar rebels. Are they members of anything? They are not. Okay. We'll deal with them in a moment. Actually, I'm going to send this fleet here up here first, and then it'll backtrack in. There we go. That'll be fine. Did we lose any ships in that initial attack? We did. We lost a couple. We'll go ahead and replace them, though. No concerns on that front. And I do want to go ahead and downgrade this starbase. There we go. Okay. I'm now going to make a claim on these guys. There we go. And we're going to declare war, conquer.
We have declared war.
Fantastic. In we go. It's not going to be any problem whatsoever. And these stations will continue to crumble. We have reinforcements on the way. Fantastic. So these fleets can pull back to here.
Planetary invasion begun.
And this seems fine. If a bit laggy. I'm hoping that clearing up the war in heaven will reduce the lag by a dramatic amount. At the very least, this is going to be dramatically weakening the Kemplar directors. And so the Entente should, in theory, be able to deal with this. 1033? Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and bombard there. So these guys are still engaging there. 625, this will be fine. We'll start moving the reinforcements down this way now. Okay, seems good. So we do need to push these two fleets to their capital, and I'm suspecting Font of Knowledge is going to have some armies at it. We'll find out. And in fact, the Trentite fragments can join them in this assault.
Enemy colony has crumbled.
Excellent. Okay, so let's get all of these ships grouped up over here. Because we need to come over here. Excellent. In we come. And of course, their capital system is slightly faltering in a bit of a laggy fashion, but faltering nonetheless. We have lost a few ships, and they're replaced. Our economy is ridiculous at this point, like, absolutely insane. I'm going to send our two stronger fleets over here, and our weaker fleet up over here. Excellent. And we should have, once again, absolutely no problems with getting this online over here. Come on. Okay, get everybody over here. And now that was Ejok. Really? Scum and villainy on the thing we just captured. This is nothing but sky domes. That's weird. I guess we'll build a mining district. Well, they're not going to have any shortage of amenities. No doubt about that. Do we need to put anything in sectors? Yes, we do, actually. So we'll create a new sector over here. As well as over here. And over here. So that's 3 additional new sectors, which means that we need 3 additional new governors. We'll go with that one. We'll go with this one. And we will go with this one. Okay. Excellent. The Kemplar are pretty much out of this war at this point. I mean, they've got this up over here still, and a reasonably powerful couple of fleets. But we can't get there. They can get to us, though. Which is something we're going to have to keep in mind. Another Colossus project just finished up. Okay, we'll group all of our armies together and go ahead and land right here, if I can... There we go. Had to unpause the game to be able to land the armies. Not sure why that happened, but whatever. Scum and villainy on Cradle. How rude. How rude indeed. We'll just go ahead and deploy hunter-killer drones.
Planetary
Okay.
invasion begun.
I feel like all of these are supposed to be somewhere. And my suspicion is inside the Sakurine shards. Go on over there, guys. If that's not where they're supposed to be, then we can deal with that later. So we definitely need to pull back here and start bombarding Font of Knowledge, because I'm reasonably certain... Oh, that's what happened. They actually took this back. I'm guessing they gatewayed back. And then these guys disengaged. Yeah, that's what it was. So I'm guessing all of you guys still belong in the Saccharine Shards. Oh, there. Problem solved. Okay, into the Saccharine Shards you go. Fantastic. So, we do need to do some bombarding here, because... yeah, that definitely needs to happen. Okay, how goes our invasion over here? They do have droid forces, but we're dealing with it. No real issues. Though I do want to bring more army reinforcements over here. Excellent. So their gateway is here. I'm going to go ahead and park the Trentite fragments right at the gateway, so that they don't do that again. Although they don't seem to have a gateway up over here. How did they even get here? I have no idea how they got up here. So this is all within the Galactic Entente at this point. They've still got one system over here, but the Galactic Entente is pushing them back. Which is exactly what I'd hoped to see right now. So that's great. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring these guys down over here and land here. This will give us access to this gateway. The Kemplar can still gateway over here if they can get to a gateway. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind. But I don't think they can get to a gateway. Is the theory that I'm working on anyway. So let's see if they can. For now, though, we are, of course, landing our army in a very laggy fashion. But the Kemplar will cease to exist relatively soon at this point. Okay, this is not going to be a very challenging assault. That's perfect. Why don't you guys come on over here and meet us at Chita? How are we doing over here anyway? 554? Okay, that's fine. What about over here? Do we need bombardments at the archives? 2188, so we kind of do. 625, so we kind of don't there. That's fine. We can go ahead and take the Lentopaz fragments. Yeah, the Lentopaz fragments. We can take them over to the archives and start bombarding. That's fine. We should be done quite soon with this assault. Not sure where these droid forces came from. I don't recall seeing those before, but okay. Whatever. We shouldn't have any real problem here. This station actually needs to go because of our starbase capacity. This station would need to stay, of course. Rogue drone rating. 4.2k, that might actually be slightly threatening. I think they can actually take down this station.
Enemy planet secure.
That said, our Juggernaut is right here. We're gonna go deal with it. Okay, so we've successfully attacked over here. So let's get these guys up in orbit over here. And then let's merge these together. Excellent. And let's grab, say, leader lifespan again. That'll be fine. Okay. Well, I do believe that the Kemplar are out of this war. They just don't know it yet. It's going to take a while before we can besiege their capital, but that's fine. I gotta say, our Juggernaut is pretty slow. And that's always an exciting bug.
Mining station lost.
Okay. We can bring our construction ship over. The Juggernaut is not going to have any problem with this. I mean, sure, they have a battleship, but yeah. This is not an issue. The Juggernaut took 0 damage. Excellent. Okay, so this planetary invasion has begun. And there we go. These guys should no longer exist now, because we occupy this, so then this territorial invasion, achieve war goals. Excellent. So they no longer exist, so that's perfect. We're going to bring the Throndrate shards, as well as the units in this fleet, up over here, and they're going to land there. I did want to check in on this. Okay, the Kemplar still hold territory over here, but it's partly occupied. Have they landed troops over here? They're simply bombarding. Oh, they're bringing the Colossus in, is what they're doing. That's rude. Okay. Well, we do need to drop another couple of stations, and this is a good one right here to get rid of. There we go. We would like to get rid of one more, but I think we're going to leave it like this for now. It's not like the extra maintenance is actually hurting us. So I think it's fine. This transport fleet is going to be attacking over here relatively shortly. And the Kemplar, I think, may cease to exist. It depends on if they have occupations up here and if those actually count as them having worlds, I guess. So that's going to be a thing. So, there are... I feel like there's a couple of stations over here that don't actually have to exist, but at the same time they kind of do. There's gateways, and we can't destroy the gateways. We're going to be losing our minerals soon, but that's because our production targets expired. We'll go ahead and re-up that. And we're making good progress through Bartium 1. Always good to see. Their droid army is gone. Their other armies, their morale is crumbling. We should be good to go. Let's see, we are going to go with energy weapon attack speed, I think. And yeah, only 2 armies left to go. And their morale is dropping like a rock. In fact, their morale is basically gone. Fantastic. Okay, the Mega Shipyard Core is now done. Let's check in on that. So here's our Mega Shipyard Core. We now have 10 shipyards available here. And we're going to upgrade it to a full Mega Shipyard. Off we go.
Enemy colony as corrupt.
Okay, so that's excellent. Let's head over here next and go assault the archives. I mean, that's dropping relatively quickly, but this is still a pretty powerful garrison over here. How are we doing on Font of Knowledge? This is still a very powerful garrison. So we still need to bombard that. Okay. Let's get all of our ships rebuilt. That should be fine. And the Kemplar will cease to exist very, very soon. And I'm hoping that that'll solve some of these lag issues. Okay, so we're going to assault over here. This is going to hurt. This is actually going to hurt a lot. To the point where I am going to recruit a bunch more clone armies. Because I feel we may end up needing them. I think we'll win this. Because we absolutely crushed that first army, but they have a lot of reserves. So do we, but this is a bit of a more risky attack, but I don't think we'll have an issue. That's a decent disengage with the morale gone. I like it. This would be a good disengage too. Wow, this general's actually, pardon the pun, but he's kind of rocking it. I like it. Great disengages. Do we get this disengage? I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Nope, no disengage there. That's okay. Many of their armies are morale broken now. They are bringing in fresh reserves, which is going to start hurting again. Combat width of 8 is slightly problematic for us, of course, when we outnumber them to such a degree. But they're almost out of reserves at this point. Our armies are just generally performing much better now that we've put all that research into them. Okay, they've only got one more reserve unit. And we're doing some big morale hits to them right now, which I like to see. Our general just died, though. I mean, we still have this. But that general was doing work with those disengages. Looks like they are still happening. Okay. Combat width is now in our favor. They are out of reserves. And we're nowhere near out of reserves. Fantastic.
Rocket new tech.
We do have 5 reinforcement armies ready to go. Their droid army is not affected by morale damage. Okay, good to know. Their defense armies are starting to crumble, though, which is exactly what we want to see right now. And we still have so many reserves. No morale here, though. Okay, we've killed all their backline armies at this point. I think it's so weird that we attack the backline armies before the front line in situations like that. I don't know. I just think that's kind of bizarre. Luckily, their morale on all of their units is almost gone. This one is highest. And their morale is now utterly broken. Who is this guy? Why is this guy in charge? I mean, he's skill level 6. Oh. They joined us in the assault.
Enemy planet secure.
I didn't even know they could do that. Okay, let's get over here. Let's bring in our reinforcements as well. We need to enter orbit. We need to have our armies heal up. This is down to 2537. I also want to bring in this fleet to help bombard a little bit faster. It is, however, pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will finish off the Kemplar. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.